All right, guys, let's see if I actually get anybody on. So it's always a crapshoot whether I'm going to have people actually log into the live stream or if I'm going to be talking to myself for a while. So if you guys are watching, I look forward to it. Check, check, check. All right, this is always, can somebody hear me? You gotta make sure you stay hydrated, guys. Hydration is key. Good night, guys. I see I got some new people in. Awesome. Love to see to not feel like I'm talking to myself. So I appreciate that. Welcome to my channel. My channel is probably a lot different than a lot of other people's. I don't have one specific niche on my channel. I kind of talk about everything. Um, my channel is more of me as a brand rather than one specific thing I talk about. So basically, my channel's community based. So uh, I'm a dad, and my goal is to be able to help as many people as possible. I've been through a lot of things. I got a lot of wisdom, and honestly, my goal is to help people to get to a better place and hopefully become better parents. If you're somebody that's younger that's going through adversity, my goal is to be able to help you guys, let you know that there's better days ahead. So um, yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to put down in the chat. The only thing I don't talk about on my channel is politics. So, but anything else you guys want to talk about, I'm here. I'm here to talk about. All right, so I got two people. Got one person. All right, so the one person that's watching, what brings you to the channel tonight? What brings you to the live stream? Oh, I got five people in. What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining my live stream. I'm trying to do more of these lately. My goal is to build community. So the best way to build community is being able to be live, have real conversations, be able to get to know people, be able to help people with real world problems in real time. Um, if you want to check out my channel, I got a lot of different stuff on it. If you guys like to laugh, I do dad jokes, so there's a bunch of those on there. I do have one video right now that's trending, which I put down in the link. Hopefully, you guys can go like it, see if I can actually get my first viral video. That would be incredible. So, hello. Are you the one that commented on my twinless twin video? Done. Danesh, is that Denisha? Is that right? Okay. Well, your profile picture is very small, so um, but thanks for joining in. Trader Joe's joke. I don't I don't know if I have a Trader's Trader Joe joke. Let me find one. And thanks for joining, guys. So my channel is community based. My goal is to help people. I've been through a lot of life experiences. I'm a single dad. Uh, I've dealt with grief and loss. I've dealt with a lot of different things. Um, my original goal for the channel was to help other dads, because when I was becoming a single father, single dad, there wasn't a lot of resources. But in this journey, I've kind of opened up to more things about myself. So I have a lot of military content about being in the military, about what that process was like. I've started to do more content about like grief and loss is a major part of who I am. What's my channel? You can if you click on something, uh, cool. I appreciate it. So the reason why I was doing a lot of live streams before, and after my son's birthday this year, I decided to start writing a book, and um, that kind of took up all my time. But my goal is to start obviously having these live streams more because uh, I find it really beneficial to be able to talk to people in real time. Which I think the funny thing is that like I'm making a parenting YouTube, and a lot of time the people that are coming on my channel and chatting are like teenagers, which at first I didn't know how to take it, but then like I realized that like my goal is to be like the best dad I can. So like if I can be like an online YouTube dad, I'm okay with that. Uh, so is what brought you to my live stream? Do you got any topics you want to talk about? Yeah, there's a bunch of struggles, but there's also a lot of successes too, which is like where I want people to realize that you can go through hard times, you can go through adversity, but you can still find success. You can still find silver lining in anything that you do. Like we don't well, I appreciate that. We don't get to choose the cards that we're dealt in life, but if we can play them in certain ways, um, I'm a big proponent of faith. So like if you're going through a hard time in your life, know that there's a greater purpose for it. And um, so what's your struggle? Nothing. That usually means there's something. Only people that say nothing are people that have something. Why do you feel bad? I mean, I wish I could be perfect. I wish you could be an inspiration to everybody else that's going through stuff. Rocky, stop. Up. Do you guys want to see the guy that's going viral right now? It's this guy. This is Rocky, my Australian Shepherd. Um, you know, saying I'm a single dad, it sounds bad, but like I realized that being a single dad, that I've gotten to be the best version of myself by being a single dad. Like when you're becoming a single dad, that's the hard part. Like you don't really plan for it. Um, I love peanut butter and jelly. That's what got me through college. Peanut butter and jelly and fruity pebbles from Walmart. That's a big 10-pound bag. What's going on, Kelly? Thanks for joining back up with my live stream. Um, Boiled hot dogs. That was my life growing up. No, I want to know who the first person was. Like, you know what? We should boil hot dogs. So gross. Funny story is that my son eats grilled cheese, but he doesn't eat regular grilled cheese. When he was in daycare, they had baked grilled cheese, um, which it's a weird recipe. So basically, it's just white bread, a piece of cheese, and you put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 7 minutes, and um, that's all my son eats. So that's my uh, that's my grilled cheese recipe. I mean, I like the regular grilled cheese with the secret ingredient is mayonnaise, which sounds disgusting, but like if you use if you use mayonnaise instead of butter on your grilled cheese, it tastes phenomenal. So there's a dad hack for you. What's the mukbang? Let me look that up. Get food and go in your car or house with loud mic. What? Like eat with my mouth open? I'd probably get some people unsubscribed to my channel if I are you talking about the ASMR things, like the people doing stuff like that? I feel like that's like such a niche thing that like you would have to enjoy that stuff to do it. Is that what you're looking up, and then I came up? You were looking up ASMR, and then I popped up in your stream. What's your favorite ASMR to watch? Is there like a specific? Well, you said you like watching people eat. Wait, so there's literally people that just like make videos of themselves eating in a car? Do they get a lot of views? I feel like I would get grossed out. Yeah, but do they get a lot of subscribers, or is it just a lot of views? Like, is there a correlation between like people wanting to be grossed out? Like, are they like disgusting people? Are there like attractive people doing like eating, or is it like morbidly obese people eating subs as well? It's probably all those people on 600 pound life. It's so funny. Um, is it on YouTube or is it on? Let's see. Now I have to look it up now because you said it. Let's see. ASMR eating mukbang. ASMR eating no talking. Yes, ASMR eating spicy food. This is so weird. 533,000 views. 4.8 million views. How? What's going on, trends? Yeah, usually people like come in and out. Like I'll get like two or three people at a time, and then like it'll explode up, or I'll have like 30 or 50 people on, and then they'll all get off. Yeah, I don't know. I think if people came onto my channel to look for like dad advice and they just came on and see me eating, I feel like they'd probably all unsubscribe. So what's going on, trends? What brought you on tonight? Guys, feel free to, if you're coming on the channel, feel free to you never got a shout out. Well, my goal is to have well, my son doesn't eat very much, so we would only have like chips and stuff. Um, yeah, so my goal is to have a community base. So like I want people to be able to come on and be able to talk, and uh, my goal is to use my wisdom and stuff that I've been through to help you guys out. Um, I'm gonna guess that trends you're probably like 18 years old or 17, because that's usually I usually end up finding like teenagers in my live stream. So are you a teenager, trends? So I'm looking up this ASMR stuff. It's like absolutely crazy. No, how old are you, trends? 105,000 views for ASMR eating. It's crazy. You don't even need to talk. You just record yourself eating pizza. That's I guess that's one way to do it. 12. What the funniest part is that like I put in the live streams not for kids. But it always ends up being kids on my live stream. I don't know if it's just because you guys are just looking for people to watch. So if you're 12, does that make you in seventh grade? Let's see. Let's ask AI. Why do people like watching people eat? So when you're watching this ASMR food stuff, are you are you eating too, or is it like do you go out and get whatever food they're eating, or you just like watching them? I feel like if I watched those videos all the time, I would look like the people in the movie Wally, the ones that are riding around in the wheelchair. I feel like that would be my life if I watched those videos. I used to make the mistake of watching Man versus Food. It's it was Adam Richman. He was on, I think it was on the Food Channel. He would go around and do different food challenges, but they would always be on at like 11:30 at night, and like everything would be closed. And I was like, this is like the worst decision ever for me to watch these and not be able to eat them. Wow, I'm up to 628 subscribers. It's pretty crazy. Thank you. I appreciate you, Trends. Appreciate you subscribing. You guys are really helping the channel because they just came out with the new rules for the YouTube partner program. So I've been on YouTube now for, well, I started in 2024. I did my first video then. And then I took a long break because my videos didn't get any views. And I was like, well, if I'm not gonna get any views, why am I doing this? But uh you can take my spot. I don't know if they have to like check somebody out to, you have 15 subscribers. What kind of content do you have? Let's take a look at your channel. Was it like infrared stuff? Interesting. Is that one of those cookie things? So anybody that's on, feel free to talk about whatever you want. Like I said, my channel's community based, so my goal is to be able to talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. If you want to talk about family life, if you want to talk about school, if you want to talk about your job, careers, any struggles you're going through, if you're thinking about joining the military, obviously if you're 12, you're probably not joining the military. So, do your parents know you're making a YouTube, or do they know you're on YouTube? Do I have a sister? I have three sisters. They're all older. Do you have a sister? You have zero sisters. Do you have brothers? So you have four brothers and zero sisters. Are you the youngest? Do they know you're on YouTube watching live streams? Hey guys, if you're just joining, feel free to comment anything below. My channel is a little bit of everything: parenting, military, grief and loss, faith-based questions, adversity-based questions, basically anything you want to talk about, um, except for politics. Is that a caterpillar? What is J? What is GJFDJDKD? Are you a bot? I feel like that's a very bot-ish username. I'm gonna need you to check a box that says you're not a robot before you comment. What? Rocky. Now I got 0 people on. Now I got 3 people. This is like the weirdest thing is like I keep getting like drops of people coming on and then um not having people on. So what's going on, guys? Welcome. I see I got some more people on. Feel free to talk about anything you want. My channel is about military, family life, being a parent, grief and loss, uh, career questions, school questions, whatever you guys want to talk about. And now nobody's on. Boo. All right, now I got one person on. Let's see. Hey guys, I dropped off for a little bit. Why isn't that? Hey guys, I got some new people on. If you are, feel free to say hi in the chat. I keep getting random people stopping in and dropping out. And now somebody's back in. Are you a new person or are you a returning person? Just slow grind tonight. What's going on, Conti de Bonavel? So I still got a bunch of new people on. So welcome to my channel, guys. My channel is community based. Um, my goal is to start having more of these live streams. Uh, my name is Aaron. Um, my goal is to have more of these live streams. My goal is to have a community based. I've had a bunch of live streams in the past. Usually they have pretty productive conversations. So that's kind of what I want to be here for. So if you guys have questions about parenting, if you guys have questions about the military, grief and loss, anything you guys want to talk about, feel free to put it in the chat. The only thing I don't talk about on my channel is politics. So um, I apologize if you want to talk about that. How old am I? I'm 40. Yeah, go back and watch more ASMR food. Well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Um, I'm glad you stopped by and had a conversation. How old are you, Hassel? Is it Hassel or Hustle? What game are you playing? I'm not playing any game. I'm doing research as I'm talking. I'm trying to make sure I sound educated when I talk to people. Usually, my son makes me play Minecraft with him. Good night, guys. I got some new viewers. Feel free to drop some comments in the chat. We'll love to have a conversation. All right, so I'm the only one watching, so I guess I'll talk about my book since uh, I've recently finished about a couple weeks ago. I've been sending out query letters. A query letter is basically saying it's a letter saying uh, this is why you should represent my book. So I started my YouTube journey about a year ago. Um, well, I started longer than that, but like I've been a consistent content creator for about a year now. I think next week will be my 1 year anniversary of like getting real content out there. Um, so basically, I first started, didn't go well. I tried again, didn't go well. Started doing dad jokes. Unfortunately, for me, my fourth video had like 35,000 views, and I thought that's how my YouTube journey was going to be. Unfortunately, it wasn't that way. And then I started filming shorts every day. And I started sprinkling some long form content. And honestly, like when I first started filming, I didn't really know how to film. Um, I wasn't very good at it. Uh, I started using a teleprompter to do it, and honestly, like one of my greatest strengths is my ability to hold a conversation, and just reading off a teleprompter didn't really seem very wasn't very authentic. I didn't feel like a good vibe from it, so I stopped doing that for a while. And then I started editing a lot, and like I kind of realized that I didn't want to do heavily edited videos. I mean, maybe one day I will want to, but like right now, this is like a part-time job. It's like a full-time job, honestly. Um, I would love to do B-roll and stuff like that, but just my life is so crazy and hectic, especially being a single dad and uh, having a full-time job, being a reservist, and trying to do all that. Um, for the last year, I've been doing videos, and then I started doing live streams probably about 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, and for some reason I'm not doing very well tonight with the live stream, but um, I do like the live stream. It gives me an opportunity to really talk to people. Videos are good because they put out information, but like having the ability to come on here and have real conversations with people, I found that to be very rewarding. So basically, my son's always been the motivation of my life, and as you can see, I got pictures of his stuff up here on the wall. Um, he's my motivation in everything I do. And honestly, I went through a lot of hard stuff. I had family court issues, and when I was trying to be a dad, like there wasn't really a lot of content out there for people like me. And you know, the same way that I parent as the dad I wish I would have had, I'm trying to be the voice I wish I would have had when I was going through all this. Um, there's something that's carried with wisdom. So I mean, I've been doing videos for about a year now. My biggest videos are my military stuff, and as grateful as I am for the military videos, it's not what I'm really passionate about. My real passion is being able to help other dads, moms, and honestly, like my goal is to have kids have the best lives they can have, and kids can have the best lives they have by having active parents that participate. So basically, um, you know, my son's birthday was in June, and like it was a rare opportunity to be able to see my son. I was able to see the fruits of my labor, and like to see my son genuinely happy, it meant a lot to me. And like I wanted to tell my story, and for a long time I've thought about writing a book, and I just never knew where to start. And like a few days after my son's birthday, I just decided, like, you know what, like I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start dumping all my thoughts into a document, and then I'll try to organize it, and like I'll figure out the structure as I go. And I'm doing a video on having ADHD tomorrow, and so like once I got this idea of writing a book in my head, I went with it, and like I kind of got lost in it, which is why I stopped doing as many shorts as because I was doing one short a day, and now like do intermittently. Um, I would add a long form video, but for some reason my long form content really never stuck. So like a lot of traffic to my channel comes through my dad jokes. Um, but then like when I started writing, I got lost in it, because really what I wanted to do was like I wanted to give my son, I wanted to have a legacy. Like I feel like as parents, as people in general, like we want to feel like what we've done in life matters. Like we want to have something that carries on. Like we want when we get to the end of the road that like our life meant something and it made an impact on people. And that was like the reason why I started doing YouTube was it was a way to kind of put my energy to help other people. And I had to reframe my ideas of what I thought success was. Because when I first started doing YouTube, uh, obviously all of us have like this dream, this goal of being like a Mr. Beast and having millions of views and hundreds of thousands of subscribers and millions of subscribers and like quitting our job and um but then like when reality struck that probably isn't going to be like something that can be possible for me. um I kind of changed my perception on what I perceive to be success on YouTube. So like one of the hardest things to grow my channel was the fact that like I don't focus on one specific thing on my channel, and that can be hard for a lot of creators. Like my goal is not to just talk about one thing. Like I think that I'm a well-rounded person, and I think a lot of the things that I do is is what makes me who I am, and that's I think that the thing I'm most proud of is being a dad. Um, so basically, like I decided to sit down. I went through a lot of adversity in my life, and um, I wanted to I wanted to share with people that had similar issues that I had. I want because a lot of things I went through, it doesn't happen to a lot of people. We'll just say that. Uh, so my thought process was if I can get the words out, and if somebody can pick out my book and they can see themselves in my situations, if they can see how I navigated myself through them and out of them, then hopefully I can help another person become the best version of themselves. And that's honestly all I've really wanted. Um, and I think there was something like really therapeutic about there's something really therapeutic about being able to sit down and just write. Um, I've learned a lot about myself in that time, and with that first book, I didn't really know what I was doing. I finished the book and then I printed it out. And in reality, I probably shouldn't have printed it because it cost a lot of money to print it. And I ended up redlining it. Like I had so many red lines in it. I used all my ink like the first chapter. But you live and you learn. Like you make mistakes and you learn from them, and uh, you modify your behaviors. And um, I think that's something I learned about myself in that process too. And I think there's something extremely therapeutic about writing your thoughts down. For myself, like I went through so many different traumas in my life, and when you go through trauma, you don't necessarily always know how to process it. So a lot of the thoughts I had in my life were very compartmentalized, and like I didn't really know how to address those emotions. Like they were all like I knew they all happened, but they're all kind of separate. And when I finally wrote them all down in like chronological order, I was able to make a lot of connections between. I was able to connect the dots, and that was really powerful. And like I'm really proud of the book. Um, first and foremost, I don't read, so like the fact that I've written more 300-page books uh, that I've read is pretty incredible. Um, so basically, like my book is both a love letter to my son. It's telling him how I became the person I am today. It's also helping those who have been through the experiences that I've been through. It's for the dads that or the parents or people that feel like they don't have an opportunity to become successful. Like I want them to know that like somebody can go through these type of things no matter how traumatic they are. You can find a way to make get through those and become the best version of you. It's not easy. And the experiences I went through, I would not wish upon anybody. So hopefully, like I'm praying that this book gets picked up. I mean, I started sending out letters about a month ago. I got two rejections already. Um, so I still have nine queries out for that. So basically, a query is you finish your book, you write a proposal down, you say this is why you should publish my book. This is why somebody should publish my book. And you basically give a synopsis of your book. You give them a couple pages. Sometimes they want like 10, 20, 30 pages. Sometimes they want a couple paragraphs. But you basically compare it to other books, other memoirs, other pop culture references, or other medias. And they decide if they want to represent you or not. And, right now I have a bunch of I have a bunch of letters out there that I hope that they like the book. My sisters have started reading it and they like it a lot. It's very emotionally charged. It's very heavy, a lot of heavy topics in it. But I'm very proud of it. It's it's honestly something I never thought I would do. So I finished that. I like I said, I printed it all out. I started reading through it, and I started getting feedback. And like my first draft was mainly just like I gave like the chronological timeline of my life. Um, and what I learned is that like the whole purpose of like literature is like obviously they predate movies, and the goal of the author was to build a world that the reader could immerse themselves in. So like my goal in my writing was to bring you along with me, and you could experience the things I went through. And the scope in which I put this book to was um, pop culture stuff. Movies have always been a big part of who I am. It's always been like a thing I've gotten lost into. And like I used a lot of pop culture references, movies, TV shows, music. Um, that's what I used to write my book. Those are the things I compared my life to. And um, I'm really excited for people to read it to see how I tied these all in together. Um, it gave me some creative outlets. Uh, I think anybody that reads it is going to appreciate some of the references I made. Um, because the whole reason why I did that with the pop culture references because I feel like when you can see you can get an example of what is happening if you can like YouTube it, if you can Google it, and you can watch that scene, you can see exactly how I felt in that moment, and I think that's a powerful way of making connections. So, um, yeah. Wow, this is a really slow stream tonight. I've had bad streams before, but this is like the worst. Hopefully, I get some more people in. It'd be nice to talk to somebody. 629. Woo. Let's see, where do I sit now? How fun. So I finished writing my book, and I had this itch to keep writing, and I wanted to think about what I was going to do next. Um, because I didn't want to just be a one trick pony. I kind of like the creative lifestyle, like building it. So I wrote a fictional book. It's based off my life, um, and it's basically like a fork in the road story. All right, guys. So, like, the weirdest thing is, so I've had a couple videos or a couple shorts go, I guess, semi viral. Um, like, I haven't had any videos actually go like the highest video I've had is like 35,000. And like, I filmed a video the other day of my dog Rocky. Um, of every day I play golf with him. So I have a golf club in the house, and he loves tennis balls. So I decided to film him finally of me basically doing chip shots. And I use chip shots with a tennis ball, obviously, because a golf ball would hurt his face. Um, so I started doing that, and like I used to throw tennis balls down the hall because I have a really long hallway in my apartment. And I was like, one day I was like, let me just hit these balls. And he kept like catching them. He started, well, first he would chase them, and then he learned to catch them. So I kept doing it, kept doing chip shots, and then he would catch it. And he would drop it. I would go get it. I would do a chip shot again. He would catch it. So I finally decided to do it. And like the first day, I had like 1,000 views on it. And today is honestly the weirdest, the weirdest view count I've ever had on a short. So, like I said, it had 1,300 short or views on the short. Yesterday, it got like a couple more, and this morning it really started to take off. But it didn't take off in a way that my normal shorts did. So usually, like my shorts would like they would balloon up. So like I would go from zero to like 4, 5, 6,000. But this one is like it started going this morning, and it's been like 5 to 10 views per minute, like the whole entire day. So like I'm up around 8,000 right now. It's weird, like that hasn't stopped. Like it's kept going. But like I'm hoping for it to finally like break out. But I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I hope it does, because um if my channel goes up a little bit, I'm kind of stressed now because I've been doing YouTube now for a year consistently, and they just changed the rules for the YouTube partner program. Like now, you have to have 8,000 hours of watch time, which doubled what it was. It was 4,000. It's still 4,000 um, until January or until February 1st. If you get 4,000 hours before then, you're grandfathered into the new program. But if not, then you have to have 8,000 hours by in a year's time, which is like insane. Like to move the goalpost that much. Um, so I'm at 629 subscribers right now, which is honestly pretty crazy. Because I've gotten like 17 subscribers in the last, or like 18 or 19 subscribers in the last day, which is pretty wild. That's like the the most growth I've had in a single day. Um, and my long form videos are starting to finally get some traction. I got 3 videos over 1,000 right now. I got one that's like at 885. So if I can get that one to 1,000, and then some of the videos I'm starting to post now, hopefully I can come close to that 4,000 mark before February. I'm giving myself that much time. Honestly, this journey has been pretty grueling. Um, it's it is very hard to be a content creator. Uh, like in my reality, I would love to do like a normal channel of like having B-roll, having like footage of stuff, and maybe one day that's in the cards. Um, maybe one of these books catches off. I got the 2 books done. I got one that's completely planned out. I got the fourth one that's completely planned out, and then I have a kids book that is in the making too. So hopefully one of these things catches off, and if the book goes off, then the YouTube goes off. If the YouTube goes off, maybe the book gets picked up. Um, I'm excited to tell my story. I thought going on tonight would give me more. There'd be more people coming into my stream. Usually, there's between like 5 and 10 people consistently. Um, Nobody's come back, so but I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. I figure if I can at least get over an hour, I can feel like I put the work in. So yeah, we'll see if anybody else joins in. I still got one person watching. Uh, if you're watching, what brought you to my live stream? Um, I love doing community based stuff. So like, the more you guys participate, the more I get out of these live streams. Uh, if you want to talk, if you have something that's going on tonight, uh, if you just need somebody to vent to, I can give you my feedback. I've talked about everything on this channel. Somebody talked to me about food earlier, about people watching people eat food. I've had people thinking about joining the military. I've had people dealing with grief and loss. I've had people dealing with needing career advice. So there's nothing stupid you can ask. Well, there's stupid stuff. I've had trolls come into my feed before, so I guess there is dumb things that people can ask. But for the most part, you can ask away. The only thing I don't talk about on my channel is politics. Pretty much everything else is open. I don't care where you're from or how old you are. My goal is to help anyone who needs it, and it doesn't matter what that background is that you come from. So I'll give it a couple more minutes. If anybody wants to chime in before I get off, I'll be glad to stay on and continue having conversations. My dog keeps dropping his tennis ball in front of me, which is kind of annoying. But he's he's knocking the stand right now with his. If you guys want to see him, Rocky, say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. So that's Rocky. He's the star of my most recent short that's kind of going off right now. So um, if you guys want to talk, chat's open. Feel free to put anything if you want. If you're just stopping in to say hello or just watch and say hello, that's fine too. Um, my channel is a community based, so again, I don't always have an agenda of what I'm going to talk about. You guys kind of control the board. Look at that. I have 631 videos and 629 subscribers. So if I get 2 more subscribers, I will have as many subscribers as I do videos. So that's pretty crazy. It's kind of bad when I look at the fact that like the ratio between videos and subscribers, like I almost have a 1-to-1 ratio. Um, but I also film a lot more content than probably a lot of people do. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. The fact that like I've only been on YouTube for a year, and in that time frame, I have 631 videos for less than a year. So it's like I've been averaging almost 2 videos a day for a year. Um, I definitely thought I would have a lot more subscribers at this point. I thought I'd be a lot closer to that watch time hours. Um, but here we are. So if you're watching, feel free to subscribe. Check out my channel. I got a lot of dad jokes on there. I got a lot of family oriented videos. I got some. What else do I have? I have fun facts. Let's see if I close this out. Is it going to say 0? And it's still showing I have one person in here. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna pack it in for the night. I got 0 people watching, and I got another video to upload. So, um, if you're popping in now, I appreciate you watching. It's been a pleasure to be able to talk to those of you who jumped on. Um, I'll be live again soon, so maybe next time I was doing impromptu because I thought by planning I might have a little more success. But so I hope you guys have a good night. May God bless you.